Okay, so it is Monday, September 27th, 10:37 a.m. Hopefully this is streaming right. It looks kind of blurry on the YouTube studio thing, and I was getting some error messages earlier, but I will carry on. Million Token was at $16 earlier when I was at work a couple hours ago, and I figured that'd be a kind of a point of resistance, and we probably will come back down and retest like the low $15 area. According to this, we're at like 1560 right now. I've checked the other areas. Let me pull it up real quick. So yeah, prices are about $15 across the board, whether you're on Uniswap or Polygon. Pancake Swap, last I checked, had slightly better deals. Gate.io maybe a little less as far as price, but it's still at $15 right now. And yeah, even on Solana it was 15.24. So the arbitrage is pretty much the same across the board. So really not much to say. I mean, we've been kind of bouncing around earlier between, the mid $13 range to 1480. And then we broke out, I think mainly because Carl got his Roth IRA money put in, I'd say about 60 of his $80,000 in already. I think he's probably sitting another 10 grand. And then we peaked out hitting a daily resistance here on the I think that was the daily chart, 21 moving average and daily chart. Yep. There we go. So we hit that coming down, and now we are bouncing hopefully above, making higher highs and higher lows here. So we're still above the 21 moving average on the 4 hour, which is good, but it's sloping down. So I think there's still some downward pressure, and nothing goes up in a straight line. Bitcoin had a rough weekend. We went down to, I think it was pretty close to $40,000. It was real close. Let's pull up Bitcoin real quick. Yeah, we went down to, let's see now, we're on the 3-day chart. Let me pull up the daily chart. Yeah, we touched the 100 moving average a couple of times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But we were down at 41,000. And earlier than that, we were down to even below 40,000 at 39,600 on the, what day was that? The 21st. So that was a few days ago. So we are trying to recover, right? So I think, of course, the whole crypto market revolves around Bitcoin. And, I've seen on Discord, and somebody asked me earlier today on my Twitter account, what do I think about the lack of volume? I think people are just bored with the market. They're not quite sure if we are in the mid-cycle of a bull run, which is what the on-chain analysis is saying, but the technicals are telling us a different story. So what do I mean by that? So let me take a look at Bitcoin real quick. So we'll go pull up our FID levels from the high of, 64,500 or so to the low, right? And we got rejected at the golden pocket here, 0.618 and the 0.65. So that was a bear sign. And I think you could do the same thing with this little mini downturn. Let's pull up the fib levels. So we'll go from the high here to the low. And we got rejected right here along the golden pocket, the 0.618 and the 0.65. So, this is basically the same pattern Bitcoin does when it's in a downturn. So where you could be making lower highs and lower lows. So obviously this is a low here of 29,420. If we make another lower low, then it's not going to look good for Bitcoin or for the rest of the crypto market. So we got this rejection here, and this rejection here, hitting the fib levels. Not too good, but I still think we're early. I think, coming back from, $30,000 in July to where we were in early September of 52,000 was, a big strong move. Maybe we might have some type of, let me get a trend line here, come down and do something like, we'll have some lower lows and then we'll have a breakout. But I'm surprised we could still go lower. So let me pull up another fib level let's go take it from low here to the high. And we can come down to as low as 37,500. That's a golden pocket for me to go down, retest that level, and then bounce up. And if we go down that to those levels, that would be a Bitcoin drop in percentages in terms of about 13%. So we could still be at a bull run and go down 13%, bounce, and then continue up. And if that happens, if we go down 13% for Bitcoin, the altcoins are going to take a hit. And then we could probably get back into this yellow box here and hopefully, if you're still buying the dips, get another opportunity in the $13 range. We are up here at about 16 almost. Down to the top of the yellow box is a 5% drop. Yeah, so if Bitcoin does a 13% drop, altcoins are going to do a lot more. We go back to the bottom of this box, and that's a 13% drop. And we could go even lower than that, right? If altcoins in general do worse than Bitcoin when they go down. But, Million Token was holding pretty strong at these levels. When Bitcoin was taking dumps, Million Token was basically in the same par with Bitcoin as far as going down. And so this is just a waiting game. It's kind of boring, but it's a waiting game. It'll get exciting once Bitcoin breaks like 53,000, I think, would be a good sign. We got to make a higher high here of above 53,000. And for Million Token, we've got to make a higher high. Breaking above 16 would be a good sign. And then another high here of 1643 or 1650, and of course, somewhere around $17. Once you break these highs, we could come down and make higher lows and then continue upward. But I think we're on our way. So what else is there to say? I've been watching Carl from Missile TV on his Twitch, or when I watch it, he usually uploads it to YouTube a couple hours later when I get a chance to watch it. He's doing some good stuff with with his ideas for coming up with an idea of like how to it's not a governance token, and what most projects do is you would stake your coins and then you get a governance token and then you could vote on stuff, and then the more coins you have, the more power of a voting. But he came up with a clever idea rather than do that, and risk staking. And then I think he came up with a better idea. I think it's a great idea. So, if you have tokens, you have voting, privileges, and the longer you've held them without selling them or transferring them, they'll come up with a formula. It'll give you an increased voting power, basically. So you don't have to risk staking your tokens. It just seems like a whole lot fairer. I think it's such a great idea. I bet you if other projects aren't doing this, they're going to copy his idea. So, they'll just look at the blockchain, Etherscanner. I don't know if it's going to be, I'm assuming they're going to try to do it for Polygon and PancakeSwap also, but, it would seem fair if he could do that. But he's got some people working on the coding, and you'll be able to vote on stuff. And the more tokens you have, the more voting power you have. If you've held your coins longer, then you get even more voting power. So, I was thinking about consolidating my wallets, but now I'm not going to, I don't think, because if I transfer it, then it'll look like, I haven't been holding those coins for a long time. And I've held some coins since day 2 of the launch. So if you think this is a good idea and you're thinking about transferring your wallets to consolidate or something, just think twice about that. I mean, if it's a small amount, then it's probably okay to transfer. But if you've got a big amount of tokens, then that might hurt you to transfer because it'll like reset how long you've held your coins for. So I thought that was pretty cool. The White Line NFT, we've got 13 owners now. I still get some requests for them, and they're slowing down now. But if you've held Million Token for, I think since August 6th, and you haven't transferred or sold, just send me a message or make me an offer of 0.000001, something really small, just so I can see your offer. And then I'll check your address and see if you've been a hodler or not. If you provided liquidity, that wouldn't hurt you. And if you did some transfers, I'm going to follow it, because if where you sent those transfers to has any selling, then you wouldn't be eligible for this. It's just something fun to have, and just shows you that you're a hodler. And everybody here, you could check their addresses. Since when I gave it to them, they were hodlers, but who knows now, but they'll probably hold on. So that whole idea of, holding your coins, not selling for the governance voting privileges later on, will help prevent people from selling their Million Token, and it gives it more value, in my opinion. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. Right today, it's kind of a little bit of a down day. I think things will improve as the week progresses, especially over the next 2 weeks. And I've been saying this for days now, right? After the dump on Friday, give it some time over the weekend, and then when the markets open up on Monday and the institutions get in, FOMO in, because they see the great deals, price will recover, but it's not going to go up a straight line. So this is on the weekly, in dollar terms. It's a mixed bag, right? If you go on the hourly, I think things are also a mixed bag. I thought it would be kind of red. The daily, yeah, mixed bag. Weekly, which we saw earlier. But, when we go to the monthly, it's been kind of going sideways, I guess, right, for the last month. But, hanging in there. Last year, like, everybody's doing good. If you've been in crypto, you're doing good. Speaking about, crypto and other stuff, I saw this funny thing. I've been seeing this make its rounds where this hamster's outperformed, some popular traders, even Warren Buffett. But then, he's not in crypto. So, but I think he's done 20% since June or something like that. But he's in his little cage, and depending upon, what he does in the wheel and what tunnel he goes in, it's a buy and sell. And I think it was funny. It's live on Twitch. Look for Mr. Gox, or look for his YouTube channel called Mr. Gox. But I had to look it up because I kept seeing it pop up every so often on Twitter. It's so funny. So here's the altcoins. Let's see how the altcoins are doing. They're kind of coming down a little bit. Just, not much. Not even worth talking about. It's just doing its thing. Once it takes off, it's going to take off. I think that's about it. I see Philip in the chat. How you doing, Philip? So yeah, short stream today. Just wanted to fill you guys in. It's business as usual. We're just retesting probably the $15 range. If $13 was the buy in the dip price, maybe $15 is now. And then if you can get a good deal at $14, but I don't know if we're going to go back down to $13, only unless Bitcoin decides to, go back to those lower levels of, 37.5. Then of course, crypto in general is going to go down, and you might get your chance to get at $13. Now, if you go in a big bear market, and because I see some popular posts on Twitter, they got valid arguments. We haven't broken up about this golden pocket or this one. So yeah, if we draw a trend line, maybe it's too early to do this, but draw a line from this peak, to that peak. And when we break that would also be a good sign, whenever we break that. But we got to get out of this, we got to break some golden pocket fib levels to get bullish. Yeah, screen not updating. I know it's it's the lag of YouTube. So I think if I do the 5-minute countdown, I'll just start a new stream after that, because I think that kind of hurts it all. But if it's a bit, I'm going to rewatch the stream. If it's a problem, then yeah, I'll have to just create a new stream after the countdown. I think that's it, guys. If you like this stuff, give me a like, comment down below, and subscribe.